This is literally what people want to see, but I need to step away because I want to tell you what you need to hear right now, April 2025. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy to have you here. Listen, you're going to want to stay until the complete end of this video. If you have been inquiring and searching Google, searching YouTube University, how to become an online consultant, how to start an education technology business, how to consult on the side, how to be an online 1099 contractor, how to sell my expertise, how to market my expertise, online business ideas, or if you've even been Googling, I just got laid off, what online business should I do? You want to stay tuned to the end because I am the co-founder of Black Educators Amplified. I'm Tiffany Garside, 9-year international retention marketing specialist. I've helped over 230 different businesses and counting. I've helped them accumulate 12.9 million in collective sales and counting. And my husband and I, about a year and a half ago, while we were leaving Tanzania, we came up with the idea, you know what, our agency is doing so well, but we realized that we weren't helping as many small businesses anymore. We were helping like companies like Teach for America, Clever Education Technology, and they would put us on retainer for thousands of dollars per month. But there's this big problem. The issue was that we weren't serving small businesses, and though our pockets are paid very well, there's a gap in the industry, especially with Black businesses. After all, 8 out of 10 Black businesses have failed since 2020. And if there's something that we can do about this, it's Black Educators Amplified, our 8-week accelerator, coaching you through weeks 1 through 2, the 20-question framework, which is market research. Say bye to the old way of doing market research where they're like, hey, go door to door and have a survey. That's so old. That does not apply to today's time. You need to be in Facebook groups doing social listening, and you need to be interviewed on your own inventory. The 20-question framework. Alumni, feel free to chime in and tell the importance of the 20-question framework. Weeks 3 and 4, we use all of that from your 20-question framework, and we actually write your website copy with you. Now, I remember the days where I was sitting on my couch in Columbus, Ohio, okay? It was in 2018. I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and I would sit and write website copy. But here's the thing. I had to turn it in within 24 to 48 hours. Oh my gosh. These places, they were called content mills. I don't think they even exist anymore. But back then, we would have to crank out all of this content and write websites super fast, flip them, have SEO strategy included, and they would pay us. Now, the coins were not that great back then, but it was a humble beginning, and it enabled me to act quickly and to write copy extremely fast. That's why there's nearly no one in the marketing realm that writes as fast as me and as excellent as me, okay? And so I'm bringing that expertise to your business, your small business. Even if you're under 100K in revenue, it's okay. I'm bringing that positioning to your business so that we can write your website copy, and you will then start to drive traffic. Now that brings us to weeks 5 and 6, driving traffic through email marketing and video marketing. Right now you're watching Journey with Us, a YouTube channel that has collectively had over 2 million views and counting across, Tanzania, Kenya, Sweden, Dubai, obviously America, Belize, Peru, South Africa, Botswana, Ghana, Gambia, all over, even India now. We're getting a lot of viewers from India and Pakistan as well. And so we actually teach you how to drive traffic to your website, because a website with no traffic, child, it's just not doing anything. It's just sitting there looking pretty. The last 2 weeks, weeks 7 and 8, is your launch, where we actually write your 3 to 6 month content marketing calendar for you. Yes, we take the guesswork out. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a behind the scenes glimpse in the program. And let me tell you, this has the power to completely change your trajectory for the rest of 2025 and beyond. We are in a global trade war. We are in these massive layoffs. We are in an uncomfortable position. But our family, when we started our business back in 2016 and ran it through the pandemic of 2019, 2020, we came out on top, okay? Because the thing is, in pandemics and recessions and all of these different turmoils, there's an opportunity for online education consultants. People are going to be online more often. They're going to stop being out and about, and they are going to be seeking your services. But the question is, are you going to be ready to serve the people? So watch this video to the end and enjoy your entry, your demo to Black Educators Amplified. Cohort 6 begins April 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Check it out at the link in the description. View the enrollment guide to see if it's right for you. I'll see you next time. Enjoy. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to go over some housekeeping so that you understand what's going to happen in batches every 2 weeks. So welcome to Black Educators Amplified one-to-one sessions. You are going to be pushed like never before. Now, entrepreneurship sounds insane to some people, but this will be the most rewarding thing that you have ever done. And at the same time, the most complex and difficult thing, because you are going to go through a lot of mindset shifts through this program. You're going to come into new information, and you're really going to have to force yourself to be like, okay, I'm going to be obedient to this and do the action steps necessary to get my business and career off the ground. So you are going to run into imposter syndrome and deal with your own psychological pushback. But as you start to trust that process, you're going to become more confident. And by the end of these sessions, you are literally going to come out with a new insight on life.
Okay, great.
Awesome. So this week, weeks 1 and 2, we're going over the 20 question framework, which covers how, what, and why. This is foundational. This is the most important part of the program. I want you to think of this as like setting the foundation, like the basement level, the ground level of a house. Now, depending on how strong that foundation is, dictates how high the house will be built up and how strong it will be. It dictates whether there's going to be cracks, whether there's going to be leakages and things like that. So think of weeks 1 and 2 that way. As you're answering these questions today, this is a workshop style 90-minute session where I'm going through these questions with you to understand more about your work history. Now, this actually comes from corporate branding and corporate marketing. This is what we call a corporate communications guideline. And this is like the know, like, and trust of your brand, seeing into your own work history to pull out your values so that you can articulate them when you go to open your enterprise. Okay. After that, to go through weeks 3 and 4, which is website copywriting and intro to video marketing. And so the 20 question framework is going to be super helpful there, because during those sessions, or that session, I should say, you're going to have a template to create your own website copy and learn how to write in a marketing and business development style with my assistants. Now, typically at this point in the program, our clients, they will do some of the writing and then I'll do the rest for them. But it is important to try and get started just to get that creative writing muscle started. Okay. Awesome. And then weeks 5 and 7, we will continue reviewing your work thus far, and you will receive the intro to video and email copywriting with idea pitching and your offer build out. And then launching during week 8 is when we go to create your 3 to 6 month content marketing calendar. So I create the first 3 months, and using the formulas that I write for you, you are then empowered to create the final 3 months of your full client attraction marketing calendar, which will take you to about, let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, about September. So that's phenomenal.
Okay.
Awesome. So let's get started. We're going to exit out of this screen, and I'm going to share this document with you so that you can access it as well. In the program, this is where all the resources will be. And so just keep this document, bookmark it, whatever you need to do. Immaculate website copy. Now, before we dive into the session, of course, we are already on week 3 as of today, Sunday. Time is flying by. It always flies by. And let's look here and see on our timeline what we are looking at today. We're going to go over website content, copywriting mastery. And during this week, we actually tend to push aside the video marketing to weeks 5 and 7 because the website copy does take most of our time. So just understand you're going to be doing video marketing and email marketing during weeks 5 through 7. Now, after this session today, you will have homework for the next 2 weeks. It may feel like a lot at first, but remember, you do have 2 weeks to accomplish it, to go over your website copy as you're writing it, because you're going to get to use a template today, and I'm going to teach you how to use it and actually explain the psychology behind these marketing frameworks that we are about to dive into. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll exit this out. And then, of course, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Towards the end of our 90-minute session today, we will go ahead and have time for questions, have time for feedback so that we can talk to each other. But let's go ahead and dive into the content. So it's 2 p.m. We'll go to about 3:30 p.m. Eastern. That's the full 90 minutes. So let me know if you have access to the 12-week program sales page. Let me know in the chat. If not, I can drop it in real quick, but it should be in the Black Educators Amplified program resources. Weeks 3 and 4, demo number 1, website copy here. Once you get access, just drop something in the chat. Awesome. I see that you are into the 12-week program sales page. Perfect. All right, let's get started. So I'll provide a little context for this. Now, this is a 12-week program sales page for a mental health practitioner. What she was doing, she was a mental health therapist, but she was the principal. So she would hire on additional therapists into the firm. She had 3 different locations. And then another revenue stream in her business is that she would teach new therapists who have their own practices how to hire properly in their practice so they don't have people that are quitting, so they don't have therapists that don't align with her goals and things like that. This offer was $6,000, but I think she was offering some type of 30-day, it was like a 30-day intro bonus type of thing that lowered it to $5,000. So that's the context for this piece of copy. Now, with copywriting, the whole goal is to infuse your personality. So forget everything that you learned in college about how to write content, how to write papers, how to sound like you're in academia. You want to use personality to extract the attention of the people that you are going to work with, because basically attention is the currency of the world that we are living in. And the best way to do that is by using powerful language, both adjectives and then using your own personality as well, paying attention to some of the things you normally say, writing down the phrases you use. This is an exercise we have our clients go through, and we will literally just listen to the way they speak about their offers and then literally repeat some of the personality infused language they use into their sales pages. Now, a sales page is separate from a website because the sales page is designed to help the client make sales, but I'll also show you what the website looks like so you can see from your perspective which of these 2 you want to use for your offer. It just depends on your goals. For example, if your goal is just to enroll people in an education consulting program, it can be beneficial to just focus on the sales page, especially if it's high ticket. It's very complex where you have to break it down. See, this offer, you're going to get into it soon and see it's actually pretty complex. So she did have to break down each part into processes that people could understand versus just the regular website that's like the regular 5-page home, about us, blog section, contact us. It's very generic. And when you're dealing with a complex offer, a lot of times it's more beneficial to use that sales page, okay? So the headline right here, feeling like you put the wrong people in your practice, wrecking havoc, but here is a solution. This is the main headline. And what we did here, this is a pattern we have when we're writing sales page copy, website copy. We want to pinpoint a specific pain point. Now think back to last week when we went through the 20 question framework and we had a list of pain points and things that were frustrating your client. Now you can see how it's much easier to write this content and to learn how to market your business in an elevated way because you already did the work to identify these pain points and see what they need. So you just put those pain points in like this, use this framework, and you'll be able to write stunning copy. Now that's the headline. This is the subheading, without firing your team. Okay, so I'm going to read a few paragraphs here. Imagine a world where you come to your group practice mid-morning and know with certainty that your team is taking care of all the nuts and bolts of running the business. Now, this is obviously the intro. Immediately in the intro, we don't want any fluffy language. We want to go right into the ideal client's dream life. For this client, their dream life is a world where they're not stressed about their group practice. They know that they've hired people that are going to carry out their mission and carry out their vision on their team, okay? With innovative systems, structures, and most importantly, the same collective mindset in place so that your group practice runs efficiently without you being the quote unquote taskmaster every day. So this is super personality infused. It doesn't sound generic. Just imagine you being someone that owns a group practice, that owns some type of mental health practice or any other type of practice that could benefit from her. You would be like, oh, wow, this is super engaging. I'm starting to understand this. I'm being enticed. I want to read into this more. It sounds like a dream come true, huh? Keep reading, friend, and get ready to create your accountability equation. Now, this phrase accountability equation is actually the name of the course. So that was a convenient play on words. Escape the day-to-day of running your business. You're ready to be the true visionary in your practice. Capable and willing support staff will get you there. Put the right people in the right seats. Do you have a leadership team? Are your staff empowered to own their roles? When your therapists and employees clearly understand their accountabilities, they show up every day prepared to take ownership of their role in supporting the practice's goals without relying on you for direction. This means you'll spend more days free from a million interruptions to answer questions, and your staff will keep projects moving forward without always requiring your input. Another huge pain point, right? You can imagine if this is the principal CEO of a group practice, they are bombarded with questions from their employees. But this business owner gives them the ability to have standard operating procedures and critique and audit their actual business so that they can live a more freedom-based lifestyle, have less stress, because as you can imagine, this would be a very stressful life for these CEOs. With the right decision strategy, your staff has the confidence to think more independently and make better decisions. Continuing on. Today in Black Educators Amplified, we're going to briefly go over your website copy, and then we will head into the video marketing introduction. Now, the website copy review will take about 20 minutes. We'll recess for 5 minutes and then get into the video marketing at the 30-minute point of the hour. So we can break it down for you. So these are the SEO optimized headlines. We were talking briefly about SEO in the last session, search engine optimization, meaning when you go to upload your website copy into WordPress or into whatever website builder you choose to copy and paste and upload it in, you're going to target these specific phrases. And you can also play around with these phrases for blogs later on down the line, because that's going to help you grow your website organically to get that organic website traffic, meaning people who are already looking for electrician training apprenticeships, or they're already Googling similar keywords. So that is this list right here, okay? And then we have your 4 main pages. Every excellent service-based website has a home section, an about us or meet the instructor section, the services page, and then the contact page. So all of this was created from your 20 question framework. So the tagline here is going to be International Electrical Certification Hands-on Training for Real World Success. Embrace your electrical future from apprentice to expert. As a master electrician with decades of experience across residential, commercial, and industrial projects, I'm here to guide you through every step of your electrical career. Now, again, I know that you remember 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how to personalize the message. We wanted to seem like we're speaking to one direct person, so that even when they're reading the website copy, it comes across as very personalized and intimate for this person that wants to trust you. So moving on, you've spent a large amount of time trying to call different apprenticeship schools, and having a trade is essential in this economy, but what's holding you back? As an electrician in 2025 and beyond, you're positioned at the forefront of technological innovation and sustainable energy transformation. With the rapid growth of electric vehicles, smart homes, and renewable energy systems, skilled electricians are more valuable than ever. And then I went ahead and made a bullet point list of some of the modern initiatives that are going on in the construction world and in the technological world. You can, of course, change those if you so desire. Now, the electrical trade isn't just about wiring anymore. It's about being at the cutting edge of technology while helping to build a more sustainable future. With the right training and certification, you can be a part of this exciting transformation and build a rewarding, future-proof career. Why choose our program? Now we get into the benefits. We definitely want to highlight those on the home section: real-world experience, your comprehensive curriculum that you're going to be continuing to work on and create, and then industry-recognized certifications. Of course, we have to go to the what sets us apart section. Our program isn't just about passing tests. It's about building confident, competent electrical professionals who understand the nuances of the trade. From basic installations to complex electrical systems, we cover it all with a focus on safety first, professional excellence, practical problem-solving skills, and industry best practices and regulations. This is all still on the homepage. Moving on to the next section, this will be their path to success. From understanding basic concepts to mastering advanced electrical applications, we're here to support your growth every step of the way. Join a community of dedicated professionals and take your electrical career to new heights. Ready to begin your new journey? So this is like copywriting we were talking about 2 weeks ago. Very active language, no passive language, super exciting, getting them to make a decision. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to advance your existing skills, our program provides the knowledge, support, and practical experience you need to succeed in the electrical industry. Want to know more about our training approach? We combine classroom learning with hands-on experience, ensuring you're well prepared for real-world challenges. We focus both on theory and practical applications, helping you build confidence in your skills while maintaining the highest safety standards. So take the first step. This will be another call to action that you're going to use. Now, I would put these little notations on the side so that you know to include like your contact information, phone number, email, or if they're going to sign up with you with a link to a scheduling calendar like Acuity Scheduling or Calendly. Contact us today to learn how we can help you achieve your goals in the electrical industry. Your future as a skilled electrical professional starts here. Okay, so that is the homepage. Any questions with the homepage?
No. Let me get this straight. This is website copy. So this, what you're showing me, is something that you use in order to build the actual website that like it won't look like this, right?
Right, exactly. So you're going to have to choose a website platform. You'll have to choose WordPress. You can use GoDaddy. I would suggest WordPress. They're just simple and easy. I've used WordPress for 9 years, but some people like Squarespace. It just depends on your preference, okay? So you'll actually take the website copy here, copy and paste it, and then upload it to your website platform of choice.